Welcome to Girl Dad Podcast Miami style. We're here at Doral.
It is amazing here for the LIV Golf Tournament, and it's amazing. My first LIV weekend.
Yeah, it's been really fun having you and Mom here. It's been pretty amazing for me just to have you see it all. I don't think you can quite describe what it's all about, and it's been fun.
It has been so much fun. I had literally no idea what I was getting myself into. Like, I did not know what to expect. I've never been to anything golf before, and I can't even explain it. It's amazing. Like, it is like a huge party, and people are golfing, and they're super cool, and everyone's just playing music and cheering, and it's so exciting. Okay, we're gonna start off with our fatherly advice of the week. So the question for this week is, what do you do if you find out a friend has lied to you or is lying to you? How would you handle that?
I mean, there's so many different scenarios here. However, I would say number one.
Casual wave is
Casual
so
wave.
funny.
Sorry, that's it. Guy Anthony runs our social media.
Wait, I want to meet him.
Yeah, you should meet him.
Yeah,
you'd love him.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
If someone's lying to you, I would say that you know, in most cases, you ask them, the truth. If someone's repeatedly lying to you, you need to find a new friend.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you think about what values really matter to you, and one of mine is integrity.
Yeah, same.
One of mine is loyalty. There are others, but those two things matter to me. And if a friend is a real friend, they'll be able to look in the eye and tell you the truth, even if it's not what you want to hear. Now, that doesn't work for some people who don't have the maturity to do that, and I understand that. But I think, in most cases, just ask the person or find a new friend.
Love that. Wow, that's really good, because that's a really simple answer, but it's like, that's like a lot. That's like, ooh, Okay, let's run through the weekend.
Okay, let's do it. Well, first of all, when those of us who work here get in Sunday or Monday. In this case, it was Monday. We're back in the U.S. after a pretty amazing run. It's our third continent in 5 events.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we were in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to start. Then we went to Adelaide, Australia, then Hong Kong, then Singapore, and now Miami. So coming back to the U.S. is amazing. It's also big for us, too, because we're on Big Fox, as we like to call it, so the main network.
Let's go!
Yeah, which is pretty exciting. Now, we've been on
That's amazing.
Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports 2, which are amazing family networks, but also playing our tournaments in Singapore. They oftentimes come on in the U.S. in the middle of the night.
Right.
So now we're in the time zone, so it'll be a real good test for the first time as to how we're doing.
Great.
And we're excited.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's been really, really exciting. So you might be hearing my voice. My voice is about to go, so by the time I hit Sunday.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, so I've been on my feet. I have fun. Like, it's the most fun I've ever had in my career, by far.
No, I can tell.
Yeah.
Like, I have never seen you happier at a job ever.
Oh, that's good.
Like, literally ever. Which we're actually going to get into later. But, okay, so you got here Sunday?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the first few days you're just here prepping.
You guys went to the Phillies opener while I was hard at work.
Obviously.
Which we didn't even talk about.
No, oh my gosh. Guys, we're so back. We're so back. I'm so happy that baseball season's back. Wait, I just have to say this before we get on the LIV. Oh, yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. So Taylor Gooch, I told you, one of our players is really close with JT.
Yes.
The catcher. Yeah. Kind of a fun fact.
I need to talk to him about that. Crazy. Alec Boehm's killing it. Alec Boehm has been crushing it, and I'm so hyped because Kira was like, oh no, like being all rude about Alec. And I was like, just you wait. This season he's going to kill it. And he's been crushing it.
It's good.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
I will say, as a dad, have daughters in the house that actually are bigger fans of sports than you are. It's been really fun. All right, let's go. So we come in Monday.
Wait, no. The 2 sports, I mean, obviously besides basketball, that we're most into are the 2 sports we used to, like, never watch.
Yeah.
Wait, can I say that?
Yeah, you can.
That's crazy. Baseball and golf.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So much fun.
It's good.
Okay. So you get in, you're chilling.
No, I'm not chilling. I'm working. Literally from 6 a.m. until midnight, and we are
that's so
pushing
crazy.
it. And to put some, our events team, Ross Hallett, runs the event team. So anything you see on site is him and his team. And
He's the best.
Honestly, like I've never quite seen anything like the production we have. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great.
Literally unbelievable.
And the players start Monday and get on the course and start playing their practice rounds. And then we have a pro-am on Thursday.
Which
We
did you
won.
win? Let's go!
I did win, but in fairness...
Wait, who were you partners with?
Well, in fairness, Kevin Na and the Ironheads and you and
Okay.
Yang are two pros, so you play with a different pro every 9 holes.
Yeah.
And in fairness, I only played 5 holes with them. And they got better when I wasn't there, which is really sad.
No,
it's bad.
No.
It's bad fact.
Wait, that's actually funny because someone said to me the other day, your dad kind of won.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. Yeah. And
That's so funny.
so one of the guys, Hans, his son, took over for me when I left. And he was clearly better than I was.
Stop. That is
so it was a lot of
hilarious.
fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, fun.
But I loved it. And
was that for the creator duels? Was that
No,
the
that's the
pro-am?
next day.
That's two different things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the creator duels. So we had some of the biggest names as golf creators, just like their basketball
Wait. So
creators.
tell us what that is.
What the duels are, or what creators are.
What the creator duels are. What creators?
So it's just something we've just tried. Adam Harder, who's our head of marketing, has been working with some incredible golf creators, just like there are basketball creators that you work with at
Yeah.
the NBA. We have them in golf.
Yeah.
And it's exploding. And we have the biggest one in the world, Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Is a creator.
Oh, he totally is.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Wow.
And so we've gotten some creators, and we paired them with our...
His social pops off. He
Yeah.
kills it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's in first place right now.
Yeah, he's
So he's a world-class golfer,
Look
and
at
he's a
that.
world-class creator.
He's up by -5.
Yes, he is. That's his cumulative score.
Oh.
He's just 5 under. 5 under, yeah.
5 under what?
5 under par.
Oh, okay. The total of all the pars, the average of all pars.
Yes, you're actually... I mean, I know that the way you're saying it is not going to make any sense to anybody here, but yes. That's actually factually correct.
Thank you. Okay.
So we paired the creators with a professional golfer. So one of the creators is playing with Dustin Johnson. One's playing with
So
Sergio.
fun.
One's playing with Bubba Watson.
Wait.
One's with Phil Mickelson. I mean, it's amazing.
Is everyone freaking out?
The creators?
Yes. Is everyone having the best time?
They had a lot of fun. And then we put up a prize pool, biggest prize pool, put $250,000 up, $150,000 to the winner, $100,000 to the second place finisher.
That's
And then these guys played, and it came down to a playoff between Sergio's team and Bubba's. Sergio's team won. It's on YouTube. It's all on YouTube.
wow.
So we just launched it.
That's
Yeah.
so exciting.
We launched it yesterday, and I'm sure it's going to do extraordinarily well. The
Oh my
creators are incredible.
gosh.
And
I
all on
love
Grant
that.
Horvath's channel.
Okay.
He's
cool.
one of the bigger creators. In
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And we're hoping, if this goes well, that there'll be a different host, if you will, for each of the
Whoa.
different
Wait.
experiences.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
super, super cool.
So it's great. I think we have something going here.
Okay.
It's good, but I will
yay.
say it's that notion of it's okay to try something. Not everything you're going to do, this will work. It's not everything you're going to try is going to work. But having that kind of environment at work where it's okay to push the envelope, it's okay to try, it's okay to fail. So long as you
1,000,000%.
learn and take a step forward.
Yeah, I love that.
So the duels will be. I think it's gonna do really well. And it's
love
really fun.
that.
And we had 50 influencers here this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
so
fun.
cool. Okay.
And good fun seeing my friend Warren Sapp, the football player you met. who
Oh
won.
my gosh, he was awesome.
Hall of
He
Famer?
is hilarious.
Yeah, he wants to come on the podcast.
He wants to come on the pod, so we're gonna have to have him on. He is hilarious.
We might have to edit the pod after he comes on, but he was
yeah,
fun.
definitely cuts will have to be made. That is so funny. No, it's been so fun. We've seen some such cool people. I've met some awesome people. Like everyone that is here and works here and is just like here is so cool.
Yeah. And you've been out with Olivia? Big
Yeah,
influencer,
Olivia
right?
was awesome. So much fun. Olivia and Trudy, we went out to this live party.
Yeah. So there's something
that was
here.
crazy.
I think something for everyone. So if you want world class
Totally.
golf, you'll find it. I mean,
Yes.
between John Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka and Sergio Garcia and Phil Mickelson. I mean, it's a Cam Smith. It's a kind of a who's who in golf. You'll find
Totally.
an extraordinary field, one of the strongest fields in the world. Will you find anywhere in the world outside
Yeah.
of the majors? That's pretty fun. But there's also Sublime. We had a band in here, Sublime.
It was just like right next to the golf course. It's like a huge like state. Like it's crazy. The stuff that you guys do here is crazy.
And then there's obviously a fan zone. There's a kids village, and there's just this sense. 30% of our attendees have never been to a golf event before. 30%.
Wow.
So we're bringing more people into the game.
Wow.
40% of our attendees are women. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, there were so many.
Yeah, it's really good balance. There might have been more.
Awesome, yeah.
And then 25% of our attendees are bringing their families, and so you can see it. You see strollers being pushed. And
yes.
I feel like it's amazing, and so for me,
that's not happening in PGA.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just really focus on LIV. I hope they do great. I will say, like, I root for anybody who's going to grow the game of golf. I root for, and
that is so cute.
Yeah, it's really good. And then
you are so inspirational all the time.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No, it's the truth.
No, but walking through our LIV Lounge, so our hospitality it's pretty.
It is.
It's pretty amazing.
They built buildings just that aren't there. They just built them for this weekend. And they're the most insane, beautiful suites.
It's like walking into a suite in Madison Square Garden.
No, literally, it is insane.
Maybe nicer.
No, I was gonna say, but nicer. Like it's crazy with like this amazing suite with like all this food set up and candy and drinks, and it's super super cool. And then there's some suites in there, and then in front of them, it's rows that you can watch a hole. Is it the last hole?
18th hole, yeah. So it's like built like like almost like a coliseum around the 18th.
Yes.
Which creates like a party atmosphere, which is really fun. And remember Mr. Granger from the NBA?
Yes, of course.
So he runs the hospitality company that was doing the food.
Shut up.
Yeah. So it's really he's girl dad.
That is so cute. He's a girl dad.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's pretty fun. And then walking through LIV Lounge, if you get out of the suite, it was a who's who.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I felt like. It felt like, I had so many people say, this vibe's amazing. This is like F1. It was like all that.
Wait,
yeah, it's cool. Because that's what we aspire to be, the F1 of golf. And so it was really humbling to walk through there and then be pulled by so many people that I knew, which was really fun. I mean, that's like the most fun. And then be pulled into meetings with people you don't know.
Yeah.
But the meetings we go here, I mean, you only have one chance, right? So
right, like you're making deals.
We're trying to, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But yeah, we're working around the clock here, and my team is, it's so fun.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually crazy because you are in, like, we'll be walking through a building, and he's like, okay, gotta have this 5-minute meeting, just like sitting, talking, and then it's like. It's insane. Like, you're like, boom, 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 boom.
That's really cool. And then you get to walk between the rows, which you had that experience with me yesterday.
Oh my gosh. So much. Wait, the walking on the green?
Yeah, walk between the ropes. When you walk with the forces.
Oh, but that's what they say?
That's what it's called.
Wait, between the ropes?
Yes.
That's fire.
That was on your lanyard.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, between the ropes. Inside the ropes. See?
That's so cool. Okay, I want to jump in to talk a little bit about office culture. Like we talked about earlier, I have never seen you happier at a job than you are now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So first of all, and we're gonna do these rapid fire, so you don't have a lot of time. It's Sunday morning and we have a whole day of LIV events today, so we gotta get going. Okay, what makes LIV such a great place to work?
Well, I always think it starts at the top, and first off, working for His Excellency Yasser Al-Rumayyan. I mean, I don't know, I've just never worked for anybody like him before. Getting the chance, he came in on Thursday, and the chance to learn, quite frankly. He's humble, he's smart, he has this incredible grace, he's a visionary. And it always starts there, because, he enables us to be able to build and do what we want to do. Not unlike the NBA, I know you're really happy there, which makes me really happy. And Adam Silver, I think, is like an elite human being, an elite boss.
Totally.
Like, nothing would make a dad happier than have a daughter go to a work and say, this is my happy place. It literally, like, there's nothing, for me, there's nothing that makes me more proud than
and
happy.
there's nothing that makes a daughter more happy than for you to say that about your work. Okay, that's adorable. But I totally agree. It totally does all come from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
It's like someone has to set the tone.
Yes, love it. Okay, what are 3 things that make an office culture special?
I think caring about people as people, and like you have to have tough conversations. Things are going to go badly or in the wrong direction. You're going to have disagreements. You're going to challenge each other. But if you truly love them, you don't always like them, but you truly have to love each other.
Yes.
I think that's one thing more than anything. Like treat people like people, not like objects. That. Like actually like invest and engage in them as human beings. Second thing that I like is you have to be stretched in learning. I feel like when things are just, when I'm not learning anymore, or it's boring or plain, or it's not about growth, or it's not about doing something new or different. To me, that gets a little boring, and that doesn't work for me. I think to stretch and to grow and to push, that to me unlocks potential. And then I like a culture of challenge. Like I want to debate, I want to push, I want to prod, I want to be really comfortable because you love each other so much. I can say anything to you because I just want what's best for you in the organization. I think those are three dynamics. I don't know if they're just three, but those are three that I can think of that actually I think inspire a culture of a company that I want to be a part of.
I love all of those. Love that answer. Okay, what is something done traditionally in work culture that you disagree with?
This is small. I work for a small company. We've got 250 people. In my last company, I had 30,000.
Crazy.
And yet you'll still find elements of bureaucracy, which just means, everything takes too long to move. And in my last company, we were big. And so it was almost like a big stack at a poker table. Like when I wanted to do something, we just kind of pushed the stack over and used the sheer force of will to do something. At LIV, we have to be more nimble and mobile. We have to be quicker and faster.
Yeah.
And so the thing that drives me, gets me really frustrated, is bureaucracy. Anything that slows down progress and deals. And now you need balance in a company.
That so makes sense in your personal life too.
I like efficiency and pop through it. But I recognize like you set up functions to counter that, right? The CFO, the chief financial officer counters that. The chief legal officer counters that. The human resources person, they're control functions.
Right.
And they are set up to make sure that that I have guardrails.
Yes.
Not me, but our company has guardrails, that we do the right things, that we're following process and procedure. It's just I want them all streamlined.
Yeah.
I want to be able to move and make decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Love it. Okay, what's the biggest change that you've made at LIV in your time being here?
I don't know. I think you'd have to ask the rest of the group. I've come in and just as my authentic self, and what I've heard is that decisions are being made quicker.
Yeah.
That I have this saying, and you could look at organizations all around the world. I always say, in the absence of leadership comes chaos, and so therefore the reverse is true.
Yeah.
And so if you come in as a strong leader, and you have the golf analogy is you keep your eye on the flag, right? Oh. And so
wait, explain that.
Okay, so in golf, the flag,
there's a flag at a hole.
With a hole, isn't it? You're trying to get to that. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. So, right. So if you keep your eye on the flag, so say I tee off and it goes into the woods.
Yeah.
If you play golf with me, it would be over there quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I can see the flag, so I know where I'm heading.
Right.
Oh, okay, I hit one out of the woods and it goes into the sand. But I have my eye on the flag. I know where I'm heading. It's business, just like in life, just like in relationships. You go to the left, you go to the right. But as long as you have a vision for where you're heading, good things happen over time. And so I think as a leader, we established where we're heading, really clearly. Here is the vision. We're going to take some of the greatest players in the world. We're going to take them to the four corners of the earth, and we're going to grow the game of golf. Once we know that's what we're about, life gets pretty easy because now the doors get pretty easy. Oh, we're going to go through this door. Well, why would you sell a sponsorship? Why? Well, because that unlocks value to then grow the game of golf, take these players around.
Right.
Well, why does a Fox deal or ITV in the UK or KC Global in Southeast Asia or DAZN in Europe? Well, why do these TV deals matter? Because we want to expose more people to this great game of golf.
Right.
Grow this game.
Right.
So all those deals then make sense because we have a vision. Our eyes on the flag all the time.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Mic drop. That's awesome. Okay. What are 2 essential skills that set apart a good employee from a great employee?
What do you think they are?
I would say one is to be the hardest worker in the room.
Never be outworked.
Yeah, never be outworked. The other one I would say is say yes to everything.
Say yes Just everything. I would, yeah, at your age, that's probably right. At my age, it's never be outworked, be intellectually curious, and then be an extraordinary teammate.
I love that. Yeah, I totally agree.
That's what I think distinguishes the great from the good. And I don't think you can make it unless you have those 3 categories.
Yes, I love that.
Okay, guess a Disney character. I have one. Really good.
Oh my gosh. Is it an animal?
No.
Is it a boy?
Yes.
Is it Smee?
Yes, it is.
That was
She got it this time. Wow, 3 guesses. You're really getting better.
That was crazy.
I don't know how you do it.
That was crazy. Thank you.
Mr. Smee, great character from the great Peter Pan. And I work with Abby Smee, his great-great-granddaughter, which is really exciting.
Obviously.
You haven't met Abby Smee yet?
No, I have to meet Abby Smee.
Yeah, well, that's a gift.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, send it to your friends, send it to your family, and we'll see you next week.